If you clicked on this video, chances are you're not really sure how to farm Endo in Warframe efficiently. You're not alone. Endo is essential for upgrading mods, but the game barely explains how to farm it. And most guides, they leave out which methods actually make sense for you depending on where you're at in the game. You might think that 1,000 Endo here or there doesn't really matter, but whenever you're trying to max out a full loadout with Prime mods, it can cost hundreds of thousands of Endo. Every efficient farm adds up fast. So today, I'm ranking the top 5 Endo farms in Warframe based on how much Endo they give, how fast they are, and how accessible they are to different types of players. Some methods are great if you're new or solo, and others are great if you've got a pre-made squad and endgame gear. There's even a method on this list that pumps out roughly 2,000 Endo a minute, but only if you're ready for it. Let's go ahead and break it all down. At number 5, we have the Deimos Tier 5 Bounty Skip. This is going to net you roughly 190 Endo per minute. Starting off the list is one of the most accessible solo Endo farms in Warframe right now, the Tier 5 Deimos Bounty. And though you don't have to finish the entire bounty, you just have to complete the first stage of it, then head back to Necrolisk and repeat it again. You're going to have completed the Heart of Deimos quest and be able to handle level 40 to 60 enemies, which shouldn't be tough at all. All it really takes is moderately upgraded mods and mods equipped that actually make sense for your Warframe and weapons. Load up the bounty, finish the first stage as quickly as possible, then return to Necrolisk and repeat. Each stage 1 clear gives a chance of 1,000 Endo, so you're skipping doing the entire bounty and going straight for the Endo payout by only completing the first stage. Like I said before, if you're efficient, this method delivers you roughly 190 Endo per minute, and it works solo with minimal setup. It's clean, repeatable, and it doesn't require a squad. For newer players, I recommend a tanky Warframe like Rhino or even Revenant to help you survive the Tier 5 enemies. You can really bring any Warframe that you want. You should definitely bring an AoE weapon like the Kuvazar or Brahma to clear all the enemies fast. Don't worry about min-maxing, just bring whatever you find comfortable. But if you're looking for better rates or more value per run, the next method, it starts to push things to the next level. At number 4, we have arbitrations, specifically defense speedruns. This is going to net you roughly 300 Endo per minute, plus more. So this next method is a little bit more technical, but with the right setup, it's going to give you a steady stream of Endo, item treasures, and even sellable loot on the side. We need to play arbitrations, specifically defense arbitrations. Now here's the play. We want to wait for a defense arbitration to show up. They're only going to be 3 waves now, so they go by really fast. We want to bring a Mirage Warframe with the energized munitions ability subsumed over her 4th ability, and we want to make sure that we have a Kuva Ogress equipped with the Nightwatch Napalm mod. This combo is going to let you absolutely melt entire waves in seconds. The faster you clear, the more rotations you complete in less time, and each rotation has the chance to drop you raw Endo or Iatan sculptures. The Iatan sculptures need to be traded to Maru located in her bazaar, which you can find hovering around Mars. However, the main problem with this arbitrations method is precisely that. You need Iatan stars to insert into your Iatan sculptures to really maximize the amount of Endo that you can gain from every single arbitration run. There are some hyper optimal tile sets that you can wait for. These are more tight enemy packed maps where Mirage and the Ogress really shine. So if you're efficient, you're easily farming 300 plus Endo per minute, not counting the bonuses. You're also going to be earning Vitus Essence with every single run, which can be traded at the Arbitrations Honors vendor for mods, arcanes, and more importantly, unlimited Kuva. Some of the mods or arcanes sell for a decent chunk of platinum on Warframe.market, so this method has extra value built into it. Moving on to method number 3, we have quick holdfast or Cavia bounties. Now these are the tier 4 and 5 exterminate bounties specifically. If you're looking for fast Endo with meaningful side progression, this is the farm to run. So tier 4 or tier 5 bounties from either the holdfast where the Cavia, Exterminate missions are ideal because of how quickly they can go. So unlike with arbitrations, you don't need to wait for a specific mission type if you don't want to. You can just jump in anytime and run it solo with pretty much whatever loadout works best for you. It's simple, straightforward, and it's pretty efficient. If you're doing the holdfast bounties, bring air support charges equipped with the Auric and Eye ability from the Parallax. It's going to highlight void plumes, which you can scoop up for extra standing. Conveniently, the missions in the Zarman are also where the parts for the Parallax drop, though it's also dirt cheap on Warframe.market if you want a head start. On the flip side, you could also sell those Parallax parts on Warframe.market so you can get a little bit more platinum on the side. The same strategy applies to the Caveat. You want to use the Auric and Eye ability to find Voka, and that's going to let you gain faction standing while farming Endo, all in one clean loop. The Endo payout here is similar to arbitrations, but this method is more flexible and consistent. You really control the pace and the loadouts that you want to use. If you want to push that efficiency even further, the next method tightens the loop and speeds everything up. In our number 2 spot, we have fast tier 5 or tier 6 hex bounties, and this is going to get you roughly 400 endo per minute plus hex treasures and arcanes. This is one of the cleanest and fastest endo farms available. Tier 5 or tier 6 hex bounties, ideally the exterminate types for minimal resistance and maximum speed. It works just like the Caveat and Holdfast bounty farms, but at a higher level with better endo returns. You're also going to pick up a lot of proficiency mods while doing this method, so whenever it comes to taking on the Technocyte Coda later on, you're going to be well prepared. You want to use your strongest, fastest clearing loadouts, so AoE weapons, movement warframes, whatever gets you in and out quickly. These bounty stages are short, repeatable, and award you with endo directly on completion. While you're running these hex bounties, you also want to use your air support charges with Auric and Eye to highlight the hex treasures on the map. You want to collect these to rank up with the Hex Syndicate as well. With fast clears and good riding, you can expect around 400 endo per minute while also passively building up Hex faction rep. It's quick, repeatable, and very efficient. This is one of the fastest endo farms in the game right now, but if you're ready to go full speed with an optimized squad, the number 1 method blows everything else out of the water. In our number 1 spot, we have Steelpath Sedna Arena missions getting us roughly 2,000 endo per minute, but you have to have a pre-made squad. This is the highest yielding endo farm in Warframe right now, but it's not beginner friendly. We're taking up to 2,000 endo per minute, but only if you're running a fully optimized squad on Steelpath Voidunoi. A lot of players are going to make the mistake of running Steelpath Arena solo or without a Necros and then wonder why they're basically not getting any endo. This method is powerful, but only when you're doing it properly. Voidunoi is a Refum arena mission on Sedna. The goal is simple. You want to kill 25 executioners per round. The twist is that the enemies drop endo directly, and with the right setup, you can turn this into a gold mine. The meta setup is this. We have Korra for pilfering Strangledome, Nidus to group enemies into that dome, and 2 Necros Warframes to boost endo drops with his Desecrate ability. Korra should be using the Ripkas with the Amalgam Ripkas mod or the Incarnate Prisma Scanna to force dismemberment, and that's going to make Necros' Desecrate ability more effective. You want to be using a low-range Korra with the Dispensary ability subsumed on, Vazarin with Magus Cloud to keep your team alive, a high-range Nidus to use Larva to group people together. Necros should be running either the Kuva Tonkor or the Prisma Scanna, and Korra should be on the Ripkas. For maximum efficiency, you want to make sure that one person is running a mod drop chance booster. This is going to stack with the Steelpath's native bonus, boosting the drop rates even more. Fortunately, only one player needs to have the mod drop chance booster, and with it, you can get endo gains of about 5,000 endo per mission. That being said, the method is only really worth doing if you have that mod drop chance booster. Without it, it can be pretty terrible and also pretty boring. A higher frame rate actually means faster spawning of enemies, so you want to drop your graphics settings all the way down to low. You want to disable GPU particles, but you also have to make sure that Gore is enabled so Necros' Desecrate ability actually works. You have to make sure that you play the Voidunoi mission, not Yam. Voidunoi avoids temporarily invincible enemies, making Nidus' pulls more consistent and the whole loop a lot smoother. This is absolutely not a solo farm, and it's definitely not for the casuals, but if you've got the setup and the squad, no other method even comes close to this Endo output. Now that you know how to farm a bunch of Endo, you probably want to know how to farm a bunch of credits too. Click the link that's on screen to learn how. If you like this video, hit like. If you want to see more Warframe content from me, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.